What's up, everybody? Welcome to another one. So, we officially have 8 more days until I move into my new space. And so, 8 more days. I'm so excited. Before I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna pay my moving deposit. Then I gotta finish it up my utilities, make sure my internet's straight. Then that's about it. And so today, we're gonna talk about managing burnout. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna talk about. And so for me, I like to compare life to the gym, especially when it comes to trying new things. So for example, your first week in the gym might not be your best week because you're doing something new. You're mentally getting accustomed to something new. Your body is clearly getting accustomed to something new. Moving in ways it hasn't moved before, lifting these weights, running these miles, whatever it is you're doing for your physical activity. Your body's going to take some time to get used to it. You're not going to feel good. You're going to start to be fatigued. And so, but as you continuously do it on a consistent basis, you get used to it. And so for me, I want to say these past 12, 13, 14 days, I don't know. I've been recording one YouTube video and posting 2 pieces of content on my social media every day. And I haven't really been counting the days, I just know I've been doing it. And so I remember in the beginning, I used to feel stressed and have anxiety when it comes to making these videos and posting the content. Even making these videos, like I would feel so awkward, I would feel so weird just, talking to the camera. But as I do it on a consistent basis, I clearly get better at it. And the reason I like making these videos is to better my communication skills and to get over that lapse in communication I have from when I think about what I want to say until when it actually comes out my mouth via verbal communication. And so, in case making noise, that's my train of thought. But yeah, so I really appreciate my journey thus far. And I'm just making these videos. I'm not getting any views. The views aren't important. It's more getting the work done. I remember I used to have anxiety because right now it's like 11:21. It's almost midnight and I'm not doing this video. Like in the beginning of my journey, I used to have anxiety because I wasn't creating my content. But as of late, it's like I trust myself more to get the work done. And so I won't say the anxiety is non-existent, like it's still present. But now that I know that I trust myself to get the work done, it's almost like the anxiety disappears. And so with that being said, today, I think I went to sleep at like 2 o'clock this morning or minutes to 2. I woke up at 10, but it's like I just didn't feel good. And so I was in and out of sleep for like the next God knows how many hours. I think I physically got up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And so, needless to say, I got more than enough rest. And so, got some chicken, clean my chicken, season my chicken. Then one of my favorite human beings pull up and brought some food. And so, got some food to eat, God bless him. And I also took some extra rice and stuff when I do cook my chicken. So, next week I could bring food to my job. But needless to say, like, when I used to feel guilty for resting because it's like, hustle culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really accomplish anything to deserve this rest. So like when I used to sleep, I used to feel guilty because I feel like I ain't accomplished anything. So it's like deep down, I don't really deserve the rest. But today, when I tell you I was in bed all day, I felt like I was getting a sinus infection. And for me, when I walk a lot, I don't eat properly, and I don't get enough rest, my immune system start to crash. And the sinus infection is how I know my immune system is starting to crash. And so the only way to beat that is to give my body the rest that it needs, bare minimum, or eat a little bit more. And so with now, having to spend all my money on Ubers to get to and from work. And so it's like when I go to work, I don't buy lunch. And it's like sometimes, and this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is an excuse. I haven't really been making the time to prep my food to bring to work to have lunch. So I just been working all day with no lunch. So in the past 3 weeks I've been there, I probably had lunch 3 times. One time I actually brought my lunch from home. The other 2 times my friend gave me whole lunch. So the 3 weeks I've been working full time, I haven't been eating nothing. I just been drinking water, making these videos, and taking naps on my lunch break. And so I ain't been to the gym since my car got repossessed. And so I want to say I still lost like 20 pounds. When I started this job, I was like 253-ish. I weighed myself this morning and I was 232 pounds, which is ironic because when I was in the AIT, our company was 232nd. Echo 232. So it's just life is just weird like that. I just thought it was ironic, but I digress. So I pretty much lost 15 to 20 pounds in the 3 weeks that I had this job, which is the latest I've been since my all the years in the military. I've only done 3 years, but yeah, so I cannot wait to get back in the gym. I might go to the gym tomorrow just to hit some legs, see if I see some of my friends. But yeah, dude, that rest was well needed. And when I tell you, when I get up, I still had the doom scrolling on Facebook and YouTube. But it's like I said, I didn't have the anxiety that comes with it. Almost like I needed the break. But I'm glad I got that rest. But all in all, today was a really good day. I have zero complaints. I got more than enough rest. Mentally, I feel good. Spiritually, I'm always good. As long as I have God, I have everything I need. Mentally, whole lot better. Emotionally, I feel more whole. Physically, I feel great. I feel healthy. I have to get back on my supplements. I have to start taking my chlorophyll, my Tongat, my Fedosha. I need to re-up on my macronutrients. Not my micronutrients, my calcium, magnesium, all them stuff. Need to really just get back into my routine. And I know when I move, things will like flow a whole lot more smooth. And so today's been a good day. Like this month, the month of June was a struggle. But from May, I already knew that June was going to be a struggle. And so when it comes to warfare, information wins wars. And as long as I know what it's going to be like, I can mentally prepare myself for the struggle. And I don't know. Like sometimes I wish people would offer more help, but it's my fault. Like I literally tell people I'm gonna be okay and I'm gonna figure it out, and that just stems from me being hyper independent as a child. And so, like I said in the last video, I've come to realize that the inner child in me that came to the conclusion that he couldn't depend on anybody, you just have to take care of yourself. He was upset with the 30-year-old me who was upset that people wasn't showing up for him. But I already knew that all I could depend on was me. The only person I could depend on was me and God from a child. So he was upset at me because we already knew this. But I guess along the way, we meet people, we love people, we form these bonds, and we forgot the assignment. But, me and him sat down and we had a talk. We've been politicking for the past 3-4 days. And we came together and now we're working together to get to the future. And so, 8 days left. 8 days left. I cannot wait for this next journey in my life. I'm literally going to pay my deposit tonight. Tomorrow I have to get on the phone with Georgia Power because I'm trying to do my application online, but it's not going through. Then I'll call the apartment and I'm going to just figure out, the internet situation. Because as long as we make this move, brothers and sisters, and we have this roof over our head, as long as our phone bill paid, light bill paid, internet bill paid, we're going to be okay. And we have to fix this bike. I cannot wait to fix this bike. Now, with that being said, man, what am I grateful for today? I'm most grateful for, of course, the life that God blessed me with. I'm grateful for the lessons that I learned over these past few days. When I tell you, as a man, I don't think I've cried this much in all my life. These past 3-4 days, I've probably cried more than my entire life combined. And so I'm grateful for the tears, I'm grateful for the lesson learned, I'm grateful for God waking me up this morning first and foremost. I'm grateful for this couch that I have to sleep on. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for my cousins that showed up today. I'm grateful for the food that he brought us. I'm grateful for the shower I'm about to take because I could be ranking and stink all day. But, I have access to a shower. I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for this book I'm reading by Tim Grover called Relentless. I'm grateful for my VAs. I'm grateful, for their work ethic and how they show up every day for the company. I'm grateful for the 6 figures that we're going to make this year. I'm grateful for all my business partners that's come find us. I'm grateful for the future growth. I'm grateful for the world. I'm grateful for the promise that God has showed me. I'm grateful for my family, not like my relatives, but the people I call my family. I'm grateful for the women in my life that I love and love me in return. I'm grateful for my babies that haven't been born yet. I'm grateful for the people that's been showing up for me, supporting me through this challenging time. I'm grateful for my credit repair partners for helping with my credit. I'm grateful for my future credit repair clients. I'm grateful for my future funding clients. I'm grateful for the members in my community. I'm grateful for all the agencies I've partnered with. I'm grateful for the city of Atlanta. Because all I could tell you is Atlanta was my first big city experience outside of basic training and AIT. Because after we graduated AIT, there was like, shit, can't stay here, you don't have to leave, but y'all can't stay here. So I had enough money for a plane ticket, and my first trip outside of AIT after I graduated AIT was Atlanta. When I tell you, I think I flew in like 9 o'clock at night. And I don't know what it is about the city, but that shit just drew me in. And I wanted to be here ever since. So I'm grateful for this city. I'm grateful for all the money I make in this city, all the money I lost in this city, all the money I'm going to make in this city. I'm grateful for all the connections. Past, present, and future. I'm just grateful overall. I'm just thankful for this. I'm thankful for the situation. I'm thankful that my car got repossessed. I'm thankful that I fucked my credit up. Because if I didn't fuck my credit up, I would have never learned how important credit is, for one. And for two, I wouldn't had embarked on this journey of just become a better person. And so I've been on this journey of entrepreneurship, like actually taking my entrepreneurial journey very serious. I'm going on 2 years now. Well, this is my second year. And it's like, I found myself comparing who I am now to who I was last year. And I asked myself, did I make any progress? And at first, I was getting discouraged because, we like to attribute progress and success with money. But I had to peel back and remind myself that the person you've become within the past year is a night and day difference. The person I'm becoming now is worth more than any dollar amount that any business could have paid me, because I learned that I didn't trust myself to take care of myself, and that's where my journey started. It started with that level of self-awareness, and then I went into the self-acceptance. Like, this is my situation right now, I just have to accept it. Then I went into, self-forgiveness, where I forgave myself for letting my situation or letting my life get to this point. Then I get into self-regulation, where I regulate my emotions by asking the question, okay, why do you feel like this? And I refuse to move on until I have an answer to that question. Then after self-regulation is self-mastery. And so I'm gonna make a training on that process and post it in my school community at some point. But yeah, I'm grateful for all the lessons learned, and I cannot wait to get to the next level, because once I get to the next level, my favorite thing about that is I can teach everybody else how to get to the next level. Now, that being said, that's the end of this video. I want you guys to drop 3 things in the comments. Drop 3 things in the comment section that you guys are grateful for, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's have an amazing week.